Okay.
That was earlier tonight during our pregame show, and now those fans here at Jurassic Park who appreciated it then really appreciate it now because the series is tied at 2 games apiece.
We have a series.
We have a best of 3 with 2 games in Milwaukee. We are guaranteed to return this weekend to Toronto.
Wow.
And the "We the North" chant.
I see that. Are you not entertained, Canada?
That's awesome, man. Great for this city.
They don't know that we're kidding.
Welcome to Inside the NBA presented by Kia. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, or 2-2. And here's how it happened here at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto.
He started out aggressive, in terms of Giannis. And, getting into the lane, that wall he was able to penetrate, that 3-2 zone. Let's not call it a wall anymore. What it is a matchup 3-2 zone.
Yeah, but Chuck made this point at halftime. He scored most of his points in transition. When they set up on him, he didn't get much done.
Nope.
Marc Gasol canned that 3 and cut the lead to 2.
This was a perfect bench game tonight, Ernie. A perfect others game, however you want to say it. This was a perfect game by the guys, the others on the Raptors.
Because Kawhi Leonard, not 100%, but this was a 100% better bench effort and others' effort than Toronto.
Hey, let's
was
start
seeing.
saying their names, Ernie, because this is a collective effort. And
Danny Green, Serge Ibaka, Norman Powell,
Fred Van Vliet.
Van Vliet.
Look at Nick Nurse. Couldn't believe what he was seeing.
Yeah, and here's Van Vliet again, just attacking, allows Ibaka get the shot. Last game, he would stay on the perimeter, wouldn't even attack, and wouldn't allow Ibaka to even get that shot off.
Ibaka's high for this series had been 8. He more than doubled
get that
17 points and 13 rebounds.
Man, I feel bad
and you can see how gimpy he's coming up after these plays.
Anytime
playoffs, no excuses.
Yeah.
He got it.
Anytime he has to explode, Ernie, he's feeling it.
And what's weird is he doesn't have any rap or
Facial
tape,
expressions.
anywhere, so you don't know if it's knee, quad, hamstring.
Well, you saw him with the heat pack on the left quad earlier in the
But
game.
in the last game, he had something on his knee.
He's been bothered by the left knee during the season.
And we can tell there's something wrong with his legs because some of his jump shots are really
This guy
short.
Powell was big both games here. He's been aggressive, and then Kawhi still can create space and knock down the mid-range shot.
He can make the mid-range shots. He's just not getting the lift on the threes. That's what's interesting.
Even on that dunk we showed a second ago, Charles, you saw him hang on the rim for a second to come down
That's what
gently.
Scotia Bank is open, Ernie.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you kind of knew it was your night when Fred Van Vliet's three-pointer went in off glass, and then here's Powell again.
That was a
Played very well. We have a different series now, gentlemen.
Well, Shaq, we got an A series, but these Milwaukee guys' games didn't travel. Toronto guys didn't travel to Milwaukee, so it's up for grabs now, fellas.
120 to 102. Toronto takes game 4, tying the series at 2 games apiece. On Thursday night in Milwaukee, the tie will be broken. Home team has won every game so far in this series, and for the first time in this series, the bench battle was dominated by the Toronto Raptors, 48 to 23 on a night they really needed it with Kawhi Leonard not himself.
Well, number one, they were fantastic tonight when Kawhi not being himself. But let me just say this going forward. The Milwaukee Bucks are not going to beat the Raptors unless they get back to being the better bench. Plain and simple.
Well, how do you be better? That's the question you have to answer. And for me, if you're Milwaukee, I think overall there is a defensive presence that isn't there. I don't think that they're taking the man-on-man challenge to guard Powell, to guard Ibaka, the way they had in Milwaukee. Forget the offense. The offense always comes. But defense is something that should be stable and should be warranted every single night, defensive effort. And I didn't see that in these 2 games here.
I look at it a little different. I have to agree with what Chuck said. Games didn't travel, but this is just 2 teams taking care of business at home. Milwaukee was dominant at home. Toronto was dominant at home. Now we have the best of 3. So if Milwaukee can win both their home games, they will win. If Toronto can steal one, they can win.
And that brings up the question: if Kawhi is continuing to struggle physically as he is, are those others on the Toronto side going to be able to go into Milwaukee and pull something off?
That's the key, Ernie, because Milwaukee's still in the driver's seat. Toronto has to win in Milwaukee. Milwaukee does not have to win in Toronto. And I'm concerned if I'm the Raptors, because he ain't going to get better in 48 hours. And these games are going to pile up on each other, because he looked great and limpy in the last game. Tonight, he had 0 explosion. And you got to wonder how good he's going to be in 48 hours.
The one thing, though, Chuck, that they can bank on is they have a slight formula that slows Giannis down. So really, it doesn't become an others game. It becomes a game. And everyone has to contribute, because Giannis isn't being the 40-point Giannis in this series either.
This is why I disagree with you a little bit, because of the stats Ernie just showed. The Milwaukee bench was killing these guys in Milwaukee. And now, the last 2 games, Toronto bench has scored. Even as Giannis, like you said, your point is right. Giannis is not dominating, but that bench got to play better. They just can't play good at home.
120 to 102. Toronto Raptors have evened the series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Golden State Warriors waiting for the winner of this series. I will never get tired of looking at Charles Barkley's eyebrows.
Thank you,
Samantha.
Hey, let me show you how to make them delicious too.
Thankfully, we were just showing you.
Bulldogs, he's on the way. Bulldogs.
Notice the manicure too.
Really?
Bulldogs, he's on the way.
I know you do. Really?
Chuck.
Look at the manicure too, America.
Hey, Chuck, there's a Bulldogs in Toronto if you need the address.
Hey, man, quit showing that picture, man.
Hey, boo-boo.
We're coming back with more on Inside, live from Jurassic Park.
No God for the straight guy.